What's good, everybody? Welcome in to the Early Edge, your daily sports betting brand of record. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all sports betting, and it's not even close. Now, we had to teach some lessons yesterday. Some of you tweeted at me before the second game was over, came back, cashed it. Never tweet before the game is over. Another really good day at the brand. How about 9-4-1 on straight plays? That is the morning show. Then Early Edge in 5. We crushed it. Prop stars, Johnny B, myself, and AB coming through strong. Let's bring in the stars of the show, because today on a Thursday, are you kidding me right now? It's straight OG day here on August 4th. First and foremost, live from Nashville, Tennessee, the penthouse level. I could not be more excited to meet my man M Squared face to face in a little over a week. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Very much looking forward to meeting you in person next week. You're right, it is the OG edition today. What better to have than day baseball, some early afternoon tennis. Beautiful setup. Let's go.
It's a beautiful setup. Let's go. Also beautiful, our man, the maestro, right where he is supposed to be as we get set for the NFL season, maestro, that starts tonight.
Good morning, guys. Great to be here with the OGs. Three things. One, this is PropStar's first season doing baseball. I'm just incredibly impressed with what that guy has done already with his baseball model. Number two, good to see Berg Betts go 2-0 in his first day on the site. And number three, I think we've been derelict, guys. We are getting together in Nashville. We're having some competition. Where's the bracket? Where's the odds? What are the events? I mean, I need to prep, guys. Do I need a pickleball racket? What do I need to do? Let's go.
Let's let the pickleball to the professionals. Let's let me and Mikey worry about the pickleball, and we'll have you doing some other things. There's no doubt about that. By the way, Tristan in the chat says, I've been cashing like crazy with SportsLine. Let's go. That's what it's all about, Tristan. It's no fun to do it by yourself. Let's do it together. Let's get into it. Storylines. It could affect the betting lines today. And, of course, if there's day baseball, the number one most important thing is what? You know it. Weather. Mikey, go.
All right. Chicago Cubs, St. Louis. This game got postponed yesterday. We've got a doubleheader today. Game one, plus 15% home run hitting and run scoring across the board. Washington on the road at Philly. Big boost here, plus 25% home run hitting, plus 15% overall run scoring. Same thing in Atlanta, New York Mets. Very geographically makes a lot of sense. Plus 25% home run hitting, plus 15% run scoring. And then for the negatives here, Toronto, Minnesota, a little bit cooler. Winds blowing in Minnesota translates to minus 10% home run hitting and run scoring. And then finally, the Chicago Cubs, St. Louis Cardinals. We're going to note this one because it's game two of the doubleheader, and it's almost the exact opposite of game one. Game one has that 15% boost. Game two, minus 10%. Winds change directions here. See it a little bit, but something we need to note.
There might be some of you out there brand new, because we have so many brand new people every day. Go, well, what are they doing? I'm telling you right now, grab your paper, grab your pencils, grab your pen, write this stuff down. It translates. I promise you that. All right, now, yesterday, big news. And I don't understand all the legal stuff, Maestro, but Deshaun Watson, he's going to be suspended 6 games. The NFL today is talking about appealing that decision. They want it longer. It's a mess. But from a betting perspective, it's a bigger mess. Talk to me.
Yeah, if you were following RJ White's advice when we published our Browns Future series, you're sitting pretty, because he said take the Browns to miss the playoffs at minus 125, take the Browns under 9.5 at minus 130. That's looking pretty good right now, because the NFL appeals to the NFL. I mean, it's one of the craziest. It's ridiculous, because basically the NFL will just decide what they want the punishment to be. They have the evidence. They have the finding from Sue Robinson that he violated 3 parts of the personal conduct policy. Now, there's some people saying, oh, the Players Association is going to sue and he's going to be allowed to play week 1. The difference, according to Pro Football Talk, between the Tom Brady case and the Zeke Elliott case where that happened is that the NFLPA has not challenged the 6 games. So we're talking about the only thing they've challenged so far or expected to challenge is more than 6 games. So it doesn't look like he will be available. And basically, this is going to be a longer suspension. And now the Browns win totals off the board. The Browns to make the playoffs is off the board. Still have Super Bowl 25-1, conference 13-1, division 3-1 while we're in limbo. I don't think any of those have good value with the potential for a full season of Jacoby Brissett.
And let's remember, too, even if Deshaun Watson comes back to play, this is the hardest mental position to play in all of sports. How is he supposed to have his mind in the game when all this stuff is going on? I mean, it's just a mess. And the fact the Browns gave him all that money is just even crazier to me. All right, let's get into our board for the day because we just continue, and we tell you all the time, break your betting down into months, weeks, and days. You do that, and then you multiply it out, then you have winning weeks. That's what we do here, having a winning day every day so far. But that's why we are here. But before we get to that, we got to pay those pesky little bills. So here's a word from one of our incredible partners. And we are back. All right, it's time to get to our board. And one play from SportsLine today. If you're not a SportsLine member, and in the chat, let me read this to you very, very quickly because we don't want you to get to this point, but we're happy when we can help. My man Patrick, he says, I was into my guy for 14 large July 1st. Thanks to my friends at the Early Edge. SportsLine, he now owes me $5,600. Best $10 I've ever spent on the sub. Thanks, y'all. The last sentence, what I want to focus on. It's only $10. There's no $1,000 packages. And no, hey, get the rest of baseball for $5.99. No, we believe in quantity and doing it together. Patrick, don't get into your guy for 14 large ever again, all right? Stick with us. All right, now, one play from SportsLine today. We're going to go right back to that Hall of Fame game tonight. Raiders-Jags. We're going to Raiders on the money line, minus 140. AB told you a lot of nuggets yesterday about the Jags. One of them, they really don't think that this game is all that important for what they're trying to do. The Raiders, they want to make a statement. We like them tonight on the money line, minus 140. All right. For those of you that watch the show every day, you know there's a few things I enjoy doing more than others. This is right at the top. Oh, my goodness. Mikey, oh, football starts today. First round of the Wyndham. You know the drill, son. There is nothing he can't pick. I don't care if it's tennis. I don't care if it's football. I don't care if it's baseball. The man is a savage. Mikey, M squared. Give it to me.
All right, we're going back to tennis today here for the show. ATP Washington or the City Open. It might be how your book has it listed. We're going Taylor Fritz in straight sets over Dan Evans. That's going to be listed as 2-0 or minus 1.5 sets. And then quickly, because I will get questions, if your book doesn't have sets, I am okay playing minus 3.5 games as long as you're not laying more than minus 115 on it. But as far as the match here, Taylor Fritz is in excellent form right now, so much to the point that I don't think anyone really wants to face him on a hard court. Just having a career year here, especially don't want to face him on American soil. He won 91% of his first serve points in the opening round match. Took just an hour to get that one done. Look, Dan Evans is pesky, but he's towards the tail end of his career, in my opinion. Taylor Fritz very much emerging, very much having a career year. He is a power player, has a huge height advantage, but he's a power player that's going to be comfortable and able to hang out at the baseline, smash winners, put a lot of pressure on Evans here. We're taking Taylor Fritz to advance here in straight sets.
Full transparency. We have the ability to make our plays before you guys do at home because we all work together. I put this play in before the show. I promise you that number is going to go straight north. I would go get it in right now while you're watching the show. That's how fast Mikey's lines move. All right, it's time to cash with the coach. And yesterday, I had to take care of a little business on social media. Somebody came at me before my second game was over. What happened? Well, what always happens, I came back. I put my foot in the sand, and we had a 2-in-1 day. That's profit. That's profit. After a 3-in-2 day, that's profit. So today, it's very tricky on Thursdays, as you know. Johnny B, Mikey, they tell you all the time, be very careful. Today, I'm going to go with strong teams, and I'm going to put them together. First play, a little Dodgers money line, Padres money line. They play each other this weekend. I think they're going to be laser focused instead of not focused and want to go into that big weekend series with a dub. Dodgers going to sweep the Giants. Padres, they're going to sweep the Rockies. Let's go. And that's even money, plus 100. Then my other play today, we played it yesterday. It got rained out. Why would we not go back to the well if everything is the same? Mikolas on the mound, minus 150. I'll take the Cardinals all day on the money line. Love it. Those are my two plays, parlay, straight play. All right, now, you know the last spot on the show? Well, you know it's this man's right here. Maestro, the floor is yours.
All right, let's look at those Chicago White Sox. Underperformed all season, but now they're getting it going. They've won 4 of 5. They're 2 games over 500 for the first time since April 20th. Johnny Cueto on the mound with a 2.12 ERA over his last 5 starts. He goes to Texas. Texas starting a rookie, Cole Reagans, lefty out of Tallahassee. Got good stuff, has dominated at AA and AAA. But the White Sox crushed lefties. It happened last year. It's happening this year. 773 OPS, second best in the American League against lefties. And Jose Abreu, this is his month. He has won the last 2 August Player of the Years, and he's off to a pretty good start with 2 homers, 6 RBIs in 3 games. He is on fire. I just think the White Sox at -130. It's a very cheap price against a rookie lefty.
I can't believe this price. Sometimes there are diamonds in the rough when it comes to lines. This is one of those times. I love this play today. Don't forget, later today, early edge in 5 at 4 p.m. Eastern time. More storylines, more best bets for the day in sports. Also, today at 2 p.m. Eastern time, we're doing a Soccer's Future episode with Buckets, with the Guru. You can watch it live, or you can watch it on demand. But we're going to do Premier League, Bundesliga, all that stuff. Just for you, we're doing it today at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Yes, Maestro.
You know, Coach, I would be hypocritical because I was up here a couple days ago kind of giving Zach some grief for not taking a showdown when somebody challenged him on his very own pick, which he should have done because you took the 100 instead of Zach. But today I saw Chad in the chat wants a showdown on the Hall of Fame game. Let's make it more interesting. I got you, Chad. Let's go head-to-head. It was not my official pick for the show, but it is on the website. I did get the Raiders at Pick'em. It's since moved to 2.5. I will take it straight up. Whoever wins, you got it, Chad.
All right. So, Chad, this is how we do it. You have to write into the chat before the show is over, Maestro, I am in. And the bet is $100. And he will Venmo you or you Venmo him before the show tomorrow. Those are the stipulations in the show. It's gonna be a showdown. Oh, I love it. I love it when we got a little Maestro fan showdown. Let's see if he is in. I haven't seen it yet. I need to see
Was
Maestro.
that just talk, Coach, or
Well,
is this guy is he serious?
He usually is. They love to talk until you challenge them. There's a lot of people. I love the show when we get a fan showdown. Coach got me. I owe him one. Who said that? Oh, that's right. Renault, I did get you. By the way, you know my beautiful better half, Crystal, she flew in last night. Actually took her out to dinner on that $100 that I won 2 nights ago. So thank you very much. And Crystal thanks you as well. All right. Grab your paper. Grab your pencil. Here is the recap. Courtesy of AB on the 1s and the 2s. Maestro's on the White Sox today. Mikey, ATP City Open. Taylor Fritz, it might be under Washington at your sports book. That's where it was at mine. If you're going to cash with me, you're going to do it these 2 plays. Let's parlay the Dodgers and the Padres together, even money. And game 1, Cardinals on the money line, -150. Then 1 play from SportsLine. Raiders on the money line, -140. And, yeah, crickets from Chad. Mark says crickets. Yep, he is nowhere to be found. AB, show your face. Where's that big old fat smile that
Come on, Chad. Come on, baby.
What is this, AB?
I don't know.
What is this?
I know.
Oh, man. How are you feeling today?
Well, first off, I'm feeling great. Let's hope. I guess the bots got to Chad. He'll be back in. He'll fire it back. Yeah. But I'm doing good. Great show so far, boys.
Awesome. Hey, real quick, Jeffrey in the chat says, I love how the Cappers are interacting with us fans. Gives it a real feel. Absolutely love SportsLine.
Jeffrey's a smart man.
Very, very smart, man. That's the whole point.
No, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we're not talking at you. We're talking with you. Where's Chad? And now everybody's like, where's Chad? Where's Chad? All right, AB, talk to me about the AB3 today.
Yes, sir. So we've got a couple plays here I think you're going to like. First, we're going to go Brewers Pirates. We're going to grab the over 8. Brewers have hit the over in 3 of its last 4 games. Pirates, they have scored 5+ runs in each game this series. Next play, we're going to go with the Braves team total over 3.5. You look at Atlanta, they're averaging 5.3 runs per game over its last 7. And in fact, the Braves have eclipsed this number 3.5 in 3 of its last 4 in New York against the Mets. And then lastly, you know what? We're taking the total here. We're going over. Now, understand that I just came on this show yesterday and said, look, unders in the NFL preseason last year hit at a 74.1% clip. But understand this. We have really good quarterbacks that are playing behind the starters that we're going to get. All right, Nick Mullins, C.J. Beathard. I know that they're not Aaron Rodgers, but these guys have game experience. They started games. I think that they're going to tear up some defenses. And 2, Josh McDaniels, his offense, he takes preseason games seriously. They went 3-0 last preseason. I know that it was with the Patriots, but still, he outscored opponents 79-33.
Wow, that's a lot of information. That's a lot of information. I apologize because I wasn't listening to any of it because I was paying attention to the chat, which has gotten very interesting. And I don't want you to go anywhere, AB, because we got to figure this out real quick. Because Chad, and this is where I have an issue. I know this is our job, and it's a fun job to have. But Chad challenges you to a showdown, then he disappears. Then when he's called out, he comes back and goes, I'm here. Gosh, some of us have to work.
Well, it happens.
You're watching a betting show. You challenge said capper to a showdown. And then when challenged, you claim you're at work.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll make a deal. Okay. Chad, I will bankroll your showdown against Maestro, but you got to pay me half if you win. If you're in for that, type in the chat.
Oh, I don't even think we need to go there yet. I like that offer, though, because there's a Brian in there. Me versus Coach Jack Showdown. No, is this a different chat? I'm all confused now. You know what? We're scrapping it. No, actually, Brian, there's a Brian in there that wanted it. We're going to go to the easy way. Where's Brian? Brian says all one if Chad doesn't. We're going to go to Brian.
I'm so confused, Coach. But can I tell you my main motivation was that I'm working CBS Sports HQ tonight. I'm coming on the show. I'm coming on CBS Sports HQ at halftime to discuss the game. I have to watch every play of this preseason game, so I may as well have a good sweat on it.
Well, hey. Chad says, now I went to the restroom. He says, been working. Don't kill me. Now he's just backtracking.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll figure it out after the show. I got it. I'll get it all handled. You just end the show. Do your job. You guys, great show. You crushed it.
I love this stuff so much. I can't even tell you the joy that comes over my body every morning when we get to do this. I love it. I love it so very much. And all you know that you have to get back to work because many of you watch at your desk. Tell your bosses they need to call me. They need to talk to the coach. We're good. We only take about 20 minutes of your time. Well, 25. We got Early Edge in 5 later today. Oh, 30. We've got the Soccer's Future episode. That's it today. All right, there's only one thing left to do, and I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window for our entire crew. I love them all. M Square, Maestro, AB on the ones and the twos. I am the coach. Tell all your friends. You want to be included. You want to be valued. You want to have a good time. You want to potentially challenge the best cappers in the world to a showdown. Well, you better stay for the whole show, first of all. Don't go to the restroom, second of all. And be ready to play because that's what we do on the Early Edge. Good luck.